Alright, the eighth episode of season 13 of Supernatural just went off. The Scorpion and the Frog, and there will be some spoilers incoming. I'll try to be as vague as I can in some things, but there's always going to be some spoilers. Had a pretty good guest star, Richard Brake, I think his name. Been in a few things, like he was the Night King and Game of Thrones for a couple seasons. Kingsman, Secret Service, was in 31, the Rob Zombie movie. You know, he's one of those guys. If you see him, you're like, hey, it's that guy. It was kind of neat seeing him pop up in an episode. I think it's always entertaining to see him at some point in whatever he does. Um, Basically, the episode boiled down to a demon who turns out to be New Crossroad demon. What's his name? Barthamus. Bart. And he was trying to get Sam and Dean to break into Richard Brake's characters can't remember his name, to his house and steal something from his safe. Which, to get them to do it, he was offering to trade them a spell that he had stolen for him to track Nephilims, to help track Jack. Gave him one part of the spell, half of it, in exchange to go do it, steal this item for him, and he would give them the second half upon completion. So it's kind of a heisty type episode with Sam and Dean and another person and a demon working together to get into the house, get the safe opened up, get the item out, and bring it back to Bart. Demon that they were working with could help find the item they were looking for, where the safe was, with the spell. Needed Dean's blood since he'd been to hell before, and so has Brake's character. Apparently was like 200 some years old. Which was kind of funny when he stuck his hand. Dean had to stick his hand in like a little contraption. There was all these moving parts inside that kind of trapped his hand, and Dean of course was very concerned. Of course, and then it just pricked him on the finger, let him go. It was pretty humorous watching Dean get his hand stuck in there. Finally work. Oh, also, Brake's character could not die on his property, so it was pretty tough to hold him down and get through the safe. And probably the highlight of the episode, other than Dean sticking his hand in the little contraption, there was pushing Brake's character in a chair strapped down through the Indiana Jones Last Crusade type of area where there were tiles on the floor labeled with different symbols, and you had to step on the correct one to get across. Instead of just telling Sam and Dean what the combination was, they just tied him up and pushed him across. Darts all over the place, just poking him all over his head and arms and shoulders, and so it's pretty humorous. This was just ended up being another Monster of the Week type episode. A little tidbits of main story in there with the spell to try and track Jack, which I think at the end of the episode they're kind of back to square one. They can't really find him. Next week being the mid-season finale, they're gonna have to have a big episode. I think looks like Jack's gonna be back on, coming into a little more of his power, feeling a little more confident with it. And this was a pretty good episode. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Richard Brake's always usually entertaining to watch. And hopefully next week they can make a little progress in their attempt to at least track down Jack, find out where he is, since it's pretty hard to track enough of him, apparently. interested to see how they go with it the rest of the season. But Cass really wants to work with Jack, help train him and teach him, and hopefully by the end they'll have him on the side of good, because they still have to fight. What's his name? Asmodeus, which is going to be pretty tough. He's very hard to combat, being what he is, and yeah, I guess that's going to be about it. Try and keep it short, not say too much. Definitely a fun episode. Richard Brake was fun to watch. Go give it a look. I'll see you all later.